Hey everybody, BATJAC JW here, and what I got here is a new product that I found that, well, it's not new in the market, but new to me because I haven't really used it before until recently. And I must say, I really like it. I think it's a wonderful product. It is Montana X-treme Cowboy Blend. It's a solvent and is specifically for lead and powder. For mostly everything I do and mostly what I shoot these days is just a 1911. And I shoot a lot of cast lead, moly coated stuff, you name it, mainly because it's cheaper to do. And of course, these days you want to get that cost down as much. But you can see here just how leaded up and filthy the barrel is. But I was really impressed with how much, not too much work it needed to get this stuff clean with this, this product here. Now, this one here is a 20-ounce bottle. And it ran me $26.95. I did buy this. I'm not being sponsored or anything from them. I purchased it locally at the store. We have been able to find this on Amazon. Montana X-treme makes a bunch of products, but this one in particular is the Cowboy blend for lead and powder residue and stuff like that. So that's really what I needed for this, because when I went in the shop, I asked them specifically about leading and all that for my barrel, minus using a Louis lead remover, which I do have. The bottle also comes with this little applicator thing, this little eyedropper kind of bit. What I did with this is I actually poured it into a little bottle like this. These are actually for those e-cigs and stuff that people use. I just rinsed out one of the containers for it and filled it up with that stuff. So there's the color of it and everything. So it does have a kind of a little bit of an odor to it. If you ever use like Hoppy's bench rest or something like that, you're kind of familiar with that odor, or Croyle or something like that. So you're gonna want to kind of bear that in mind. You use it in a ventilated area. So we're going to get to cleaning this barrel, and we're going to show you what I'm just going to show you what I do. What I got here is I got a brush here. Then usually you can actually get away with just running a patch down it. I've done that initially, and that's what impressed me with not even needing a brush. I got a brass rod here I use just to kind of push things through with the patches and everything, and that's just kind of my setup for my 45 auto barrel here, in this case a 1911 barrel. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of drop some solvent on around the area here. You can see there, just really just kind of soak it down a little bit and let it go through here. And then I'll go ahead and run the patch. The barrel itself is fairly nasty. You can see it down in there. And I'll get you a nice little shot of down in the barrel and everything. This is from shooting moly coated stuff. So, all right, now I'm going to go ahead and just like I said, I'm just going to run this brush through real briefly. I'm going to soak the brush a little bit here, and I'm just going to give it a couple of swipes through with the brush. And you can see already that god awful crap coming out of there. Just by that alone. Now I got a paper towel. I'm just going to kind of wipe the outer edges of the barrel off and everything. You can see. Now I'm not too crazy on trying to get every little bit of stuff off of it, because I usually shoot this thing pretty frequently. And you can see right away, just by simply wiping it down a little bit, you can see a lot of that stuff is gone. Now, as far as the patch goes, I'm going to take one of these patches right here, and I'm going to soak it down a little bit right there. I'm going to drop it right here, and then just use my, I don't use a jag or anything. I just use one of these brass rods and just kind of do that. And you can see, just with that one pass through, and you can see a lot of chunks of lead and moly and stuff like that. It's coated around there. Now, I'm not sure how well you'll see it in there, but just by that one pass through, you can see it's fairly clean. I'll go ahead and run a second patch, fairly saturated, and then run this right here. You can see it's kind of almost getting a lot less of the stuff coming out in and out of there. There. All right. I'll run a couple of these dry ones through. I just double them up. Just go ahead and kind of give it a good hard push, and then you can see. And I tell you right now, that barrel is really clean enough for, you know, I don't see any leading or anything like that in there. And that's about it. We're just right there with that. I make sure that the link and stuff is free of any kind of debris, but that's one thing I must say. I usually am not too impressed with just stuff out of the cans and whatnot, just out of the store, but this stuff was really impressed me, especially for me shooting a lot of cast lead stuff. You know, of course the 1911, and then of course I used a good old ballistol and just kind of hose it down with the ballistol after. I like ballistol. It's good stuff. It works great for me. I do appreciate initially when I first tried this stuff, a fan sent it to me because I was living in a place where I couldn't exactly just get it sent to me right away. So, and then I'll go ahead and push this right through one more time just to kind of clean it all up. And I tell you right there, I mean, that's it. You saw how kind of nasty that barrel was, and just simply right there. So again, I'm not being paid to say anything, you know, about the company or whatever. I'm just saying, as a consumer that just kind of went out and bought it, I'm really impressed with this stuff, especially for somebody shooting a lot of lead. So I will be looking into their other products in the future and definitely giving it a good review and checking it out. So I'm BATJAC JW, and there you go. The Montana X-treme Cowboy blend works great. I like it, and I will continue using it. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.